careful, they'll slip out. We'll wake up one day and wonder, why don't our church have a lick of power? Why can't we get a holy grunt out of nobody here? How come people don't go to the altar for nothing? Why is it that our church has lost its impact? We ain't had nobody visit us. Let me tell you something. If you ever dismiss Jesus from your congregation, if you're a pastor, you ought to have the integrity to leave yourself. I've told my congregation, if the doors ever open at Bethany and Jesus ain't welcome, y'all have a time of your life. Y'all have one. And if I ever wake up one Sunday morning and Jesus says, preacher, I don't believe I'm going to Bethany today, I'll say, thank you, I ain't going neither. May I remind us that the pillars upon which this association has been founded has kept this institution alive for almost 140 years. While other institutions have fallen by the way, died, buried, and ain't been thought about in generations. Do we want to live on? We've got to keep building on the pillars that have brought us thus far. So then, hark the shepherd's voice I hear. Out in the desert, dark and drear, calling the lambs who've gone astray far from the shepherd's fold away. Who'll go and help this shepherd kind? Help him find the wandering lambs to find. Who'll bring the lost ones to the fold where they'll be sheltered from the cold? Bring them in, bring them in. Bring them in from the fields of sin. Bring them in, bring them in. Bring the wandering ones to Jesus. When you stand on the pillars, you are standing on good ground. And when the storms arise, as surely they will, if you're standing on pillars that are planted right, you can be confident that you will stand. I came to Burnt Swamp by choice. I came here and I've had other denominations approach me. Said, would you consider coming to our denomination? I've had people in leadership, hey, listen, I'll get you a church. I'll get you a good church. You'll make more money than you'll ever make in the Baptist. I knew he was right about that. He said, I know. And boy, right at that moment, I was tempted. But you know what? I'm a Baptist by choice. I'm Burnt Swamp by choice. By choice. I'm here by choice. And I feel and I hope I've made some kind of investment in the life of this association. And I hope I've had some kind of impact. And you know something? I'm concerned about the future of our association. Some of you know about that group that I have, that Barnabas team. I'm trying to mentor some of our young preachers, and I've got a dozen or so that look to me and call. And I'm telling you something. I've told them more than one time, I'm glad I'm going out and not coming in. You don't have a clue, preacher, what you're facing. You don't have a clue what you're facing. These young, excited boys chawing at the bits. My goodness of life. They'd almost pay to get a church. They don't have a clue. They don't have a clue. Because if the Lord don't come, they're going to come to a generation in the church that's going to insist there be a conversation about homosexuals. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that next generation is going to say, oh yeah, we're going to have that conversation. Yeah, we're going to talk about that kind of stuff. We're going to talk about whether people ain't saved can teach Sunday school. Yeah, we got people that's educated. Why can't they teach us Sunday school? I'm telling you what's the truth. I'm glad I'm going out and coming in, and I'll tell you, if you want to really fix yourself up, you just start planting churches. You can plant it out the way you want it. Them that don't like it, they won't stay. Let the crowd that stays, boy, they'll follow you. They'll follow you. They'll listen to you. They'll listen. They'll submit to your leadership. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the privilege. I appreciate you listening to me tonight. And I hope that I have brought us. Director of Missions, please tell me that I was faithful to your thing. Thank you very kindly.